Sergio Perez of Red Bull and Ferrari's Carlos Sainz clashed on the penultimate lap of the Azerbaijan Grand Prix, as the two battled for podium positions with Ferrari's Charles Leclerc. Perez had been quietly shadowing Charles Leclerc for the majority of the race and had locked on for a full-fledged attack into turn 1 when the races began lap 50. Leclerc maintained his inside line, forcing Perez to go a touch wide around turn 1, allowing Carlos Sainz, who was just behind him, to catch the Mexican driver off guard. Perez and Sainz were about to start a drag race down the long straight to turn 3 when they made contact, with Perez's right front wheel softly brushing the left rear corner of Sainz's Ferrari. The hit resulted in the pair spearing off violently into the concrete walls, with a furious Perez rushing to the team radio to express, "What the FK did he do, man? Is he crazy or what? F king idiot." Sainz was confused by the accident, saying, "What happened there? What happened?" "I'm okay, but I don't get it." The two drivers have now been summoned to the stewards to explain their perspective on the crash. This is the third time the two drivers have had to go to the stewards together, following two separate blocking incidents on Friday and Saturday. The collision marked a dismal conclusion to Perez's resurgent race, in which he seemed ready for his first podium result since the Chinese Grand Prix after leading the Red Bull push all weekend. Separately, many virtual safety car infringements will be investigated. Max Verstappen is one of the drivers on the list, and McLaren will be investigated for a pit lane infringement, the specifics of which are unclear. But what exactly happened, and how it came to this? The Grand Prix featured an incredible struggle between Piastri and Leclerc for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix lead. The brawl continued almost the whole second stint, with a third constructor Sergio Perez joining in at times. The fight featured several offensive attempts by Leclerc to reclaim the lead, and smart dummy radio communications with Ferrari suggesting an undercut. The McLaren driver emerged victorious. Leclerc's grip ran out near the finish of the race, putting him under pressure from Perez. Perez fell behind Sainz, and the two cars collided. Piastri succinctly summarized, "They have not been great friends this weekend. That's the third time they finally finished the job." The struggle between Perez and Sainz may have ended in tears and destroyed bodywork, but earlier in the race, at least 6, if not 7 times, Piastri and Leclerc demonstrated how to race clean. As Leclerc pursued Piastri for the lead, refusing to let up as he attempted to break his Baku curse, the McLaren driver defended with professionalism. Piastri, on the other hand, admitted that it was occasionally a close call. "To be honest, when I hit the brakes I was like, there is a 50/50 chance I make this corner or not," he said. Leclerc replied, "Yeah, I just braked the way I was braking normally, and I saw you going in and thought he's not going to release the brakes, and then I thought I'll just let him take the draws and try to overtake you. But that never happened." "To be honest, there was about 10 laps where I thought that was going to happen, so I was pretty afraid," Piastri admitted. "But once I got clean air, I thought maybe the lap will be a bit easier now." After the crash, Sainz talked with the media about the event. "A big crash. Unfortunately, I hit straight into the concrete wall. I'm happy that we're both okay. Honestly, I was going really fast behind Charles and Checo. I had saved tyres as well, and I knew I could overtake them quite well. I overtook Checo when he was fighting with Charles, and then I think we came out of turn 2 close together. I just did my normal racing line. I didn't do any strange maneuvers or anything. And for some reason I still don't understand we collided, but yeah, I think he had a lot of space on the left. I didn't make any weird moves, but I guess that's racing. Sometimes you do 48 laps without incident, and then with 2 or 3 laps to go things like this happen," Sainz said. "I follow my normal race line, and the line that we all follow on every lap of this circuit. At the start of turn 2 we always go a little to the left, but without making any strange or erratic maneuvers. Charles in front of me also goes to the left. I obviously follow his slipstream, and I don't know. Checo I think decides not to give up any space, but it's too early to say." Another crazy race with beautiful racing and big crashes, but one that doesn't give us any clues about which driver will win this year's championship. Let us know down below in the comments which driver do you think will win this one.